So in this lab, we are going to get aware of the introduction to GitHub. That is how to create a branch, how to commit a file, open a pull request, and merge the pull request, right? So in the previous lab session where we have explored introduction to Git version control, but here we are going to be introduced to the GitHub user interface, which is a web portal where we can do all the tasks. So we are going to first create a branch, and to create a branch over here, this is the exercise. You have to copy the exercise and you have to perform the steps which is mentioned in this manual. So for creating the branch, this is the place. When you click on the main branch drop down, you will see this space, find or create a branch, right? So let's say we add my first branch as the branch name, and let's create branch from the main. Now this branch will automatically switch to the one that we have created, my first branch, and here you can see the main branch. Now we are on the first branch that we have created. Right. Now that your branch is pushed to the GitHub, we will just check the other exercise of how we can commit a file. So what is a commit? A commit is a set of changes to the files and folders in your project. And we are going to uh, like take you to the process of committing a change on GitHub. So whatever changes are there, it will be recorded to the project, like adding or removing or renaming the files, modifying the file content. For this exercise, committing a change will be, we are going to add a new file to the branch, right? So let's be on the codes tab over here, and we are make sure that you are on this first branch that you have created. Now to add the files, you can see this option, add file, create new file, and let's here you can add the file contents and you can name the file as well. So right here, profile.md for example, and here you can, let's say, welcome to my GitHub. You can add some content. So I'm adding, for example, this one, GitHub profile, and here we will commit the changes. This is where you have the button for commit changes in the upper right corner above the contents box, right? Now this dialog box will appear where it's a very simple message, a default message, okay, but you can see that what we are doing, what we are supposed to do, or what we are trying, whatever changes that we have tried to make, we can add a description also over here, right? So let's keep this create. Let's say we have added one file, so add profile.md in the message field, and if you want, you can also provide clarity for whatever changes, like if there are multiple changes, you can give the multiple changes details over here, right? So we are just going to ignore the other fields as of now, commit directly to the first branch, or you want to create a new topic branch for this, right? Commit changes. Now you can see this message that this branch, the new branch that we have created, is one commit ahead of the main branch because it contains one more file as compared to the main branch. Now the next part is about opening a pull request, right? So a pull request is some form of collaboration. Collaboration happens on a pull request. It shows what changes in your branch to the other people and allows people to accept, they can reject, or they can suggest some additional changes to your branch. It can also give a side-by-side comparison. This pull request is going to keep the changes that you have just made on your branch and propose applying them to the main project branch. So let's create a pull request. And to create a pull request, um, we will go to the pull request tab, new pull request. We have to select this option, and you have to give your main base branch as your main. We are going to do basically a comparison, and we are going to compare it with the first branch, right? And it will show you whether it is able to merge. These branches can be automatically merged, or discuss and review the changes in comparison with others, right? So this is over here you can see the history, one changed file with one addition and 0 deletions. This was the content that was changed or that was added. Now over here, click pull request. You can add a description, you can add a title for your pull request. Over here, let's say added my first file, or let's say I'm going to add my first file. So yeah, and this will be automatically the name of your branch. By default, the title will be automatically the name of your branch. Okay. But let's keep it changed for this one. As you can see, it was exactly the same, the name of your branch, but I have make some changes. The next field will help you to describe or provide a description of the changes that you have made. Okay, so let's say I have added a file and made I have created a new branch and added a, a file and made a commit. You can also do some formatting over here, some formatting options available, right? Basically this is a markdown uh, thing format, but you can modify according to your requirement. Now let's create a pull request. So we have just started a place to collaborate. Here people can review the content. You can see all the checks have passed, some checks haven't been completed, in progress, which says these steps are completing. Okay, or it can be a review. If you want to merge the pull request, okay, that's our next uh, part of the exercise. If the branch has no conflicts with the base branch, a merge will add the change in your pull request and branch into the main branch. Okay, so that's some change that you have made on the topic branch that will be added, that will be merged with the main branch. So let's click on merge request and merge the pull request from this topic branch to the main. Confirm, merge. Now you can see the merged information over here. If you can see the details also, right? If you want to revert, you can also revert it. Once your branch has been merged, you don't need it anymore, right? So you can delete it. Pull request successfully merged and closed. If you want this topic branch, this feature branch to be deleted, you can delete the branch as well. So whatever changes I have done on some feature, on some logic, maybe some added a new feature to my app, I've just created a separate branch, added some things over there, and I have merged it with the main branch and then deleted the topic branch. So this was all about introduction to GitHub. some basic, you can say, process while you do some changes from the GitHub web-based platform. Thanks for watching.